padang, semua dungu berpenunggu. Kami inspirasi sebab itu mereka tiru. Guru kami lain, kualiti nombor 1. Bukan macam tempat tu, saya ke tempat penuh beribu politik. Ya dulu kami seorang pakai, lepas kami pakai bersepah semua nak pakai. Kualiti kelas pertama, yuran kami tak masuk akal. Mari join sekali, pasti suka kami tak sangkal. Hey up, listen up, listen up. Wanna be a success student, remember about Relive. Remember, inside kita, remember about your study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up. Hey up, listen up, listen up. Wanna be a success student, remember about Relive. Remember, inside kita, remember about your study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up.
Yang aku tersebut. Silakan.
10 sebab
10
seronok sebab cikgu bagi step by step, saya boleh faham.
Silakan.
Saya boleh bagi rate 10 per 10 lah. Okay. Ni bukan sebagai apa, ni bukan pasal
We trust to help me level up. Cheer up, Lahazon, we believe our grade will be increased. Stand up with a holistic approach. We sure they are great coach. Chill up, do the best, be the best, who the best, we're the best. Hey up, listen up, wanna be a success student, remember about Relive. Remember, inside kita, remember about your study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up. Hey up, listen up, wanna be a success student, remember about Relive. Remember, inside kita, remember about your study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up.
Mereka dapat terangkan tajuk yang sukar untuk dipelajari oleh pelajar-pelajar. Terang sampai dapat. Itulah yang paling bagusnya di Relive.
Rahazon terbaik.
Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to our Superpower English class for today. So, I am Teacher Aryna from English Department Lahazon Education, as you know. So, you might be wondering, what are we going to explore for today? Do you have any idea? What are we going to explore for today? Can you think, or maybe do you have in mind what we are going to explore for today? Do you want to discover something new? It's not like something new, but we make a revision for you for the past few weeks that we discover something new, which is how to write a sentence, correct sentence. Okay, do you still remember the formula or the secret that I told you before? Do you still remember? Can you tell me what are the secret formula that I told you? You can share the formula with your friends because I already shared it to you. So of course you can share it with anyone that you might think that, oh, this formula will help her or she or maybe or him. So do you still remember the formula? Yes, no, okay. It's okay if you don't remember, if you kind of forget what's the formula or what is the secret formula. Let's do a revision together. But today we have a few questions, a few picture we are going to discover using that formula. So who are very excited for this one? Me. Okay, so let me share screen first. I will share you the screen so you can see. Okay, so can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, please raise up your hand. You can see my screen, teacher. Okay, so let us see. So we need to do a revision first before we go to the question. Maybe might one of you say how to construct a correct sentences. If you are new, you might don't know. It's okay. I will share you the formula like everyone already know. How to construct a correct sentences. Maybe you have this problem. So I will solve your problem. Don't worry. So, how can you generate correct and good sentences when you're writing an essay? Okay, this formula you can use in your sentences or even when you want to write an essay for your examination or maybe your homework that your teacher gave you. You can also use this formula. You can get a little bit extra mark for that. So that is the point I share you this formula. So it is interesting. So let us see. It is Suvkop formula. Do you still remember the one that I told you before, Suvkop formula? What is the meaning for Suvkop? If you are new, can you tell me what is the meaning for Suvkop? Do you still remember the meaning for Suvkop? I'm testing you. Do you still remember or not? What is Su? What is V? C, O, P, and also T. If you are new, let me share you. And if you have watched it before, let me do a revision so that you can remember what I told you before. So let us see. So we have Su, which is subject. SU means subject. The first one, Su is subject. And then the second one, V. Okay, the second one is V, which is a verb. Okay, subject, verb. Third one is C. C means complement. Okay, later on, I will show you what the example for subject, example for verb, complement, and fourth, it's object. Fifth is place. And the last one is time. So we have 5. We have 6, which is subjects, verb, complement, object, place, and also time. So you can use all of this formula to your sentences or maybe in your essay writing. Okay? Subject, verb, complement, object, place, and time. So that is the meaning for Suvkop. Okay? You can screenshot this one, or maybe if you want to write in your notebook so that you can remember next time, you may. So this formula you need to remember because it will help you to construct correct sentences, excellent sentences, especially when you want to write an essay. So you will get a little bit extra mark from the others if you use Suvkop. Remember Suvkop. So what is subject? Let us see. Subject, we have 2. You can use proper noun, which is example, you want to give a name to the person, or maybe the picture you saw there's a man. So you can say the name Ali, Brian, Mark. So proper name, proper noun means you want to give a name to the person that you saw. And second one, which is pronoun. Pronouns, you can use I or he, or maybe if the picture shows it's a girl or a woman, you can also use she. So for subject, you can choose whether you want to choose proper noun or maybe pronoun. If you want to use a proper noun, you can say Ali is happy. Or if you want to use a pronoun, you can say he is happy. So both is correct. So proper noun and pronoun for subject. It's easy, right, for subject? What about verb? Do you still remember what do we need to use for verb? Do you still remember for verb? What do we use for verb? Let's see what do we use for verb. So for verb, we use auxiliary verb, which is helping verb. Example is, am, are, was, and were. Second one, which is action word, singular action word or plural action word. If you want to say in the singular form, you can say is, or maybe you want to use singular action word. So if you want to say in plural, maybe it's more than one, you can use plural auxiliary, which is are or were, and also plural action word. So we have done suf, which is subject and also verb. What about see? Let's explore about cop. C, O, P, and T. So let's see the C first. C means complement, which is adjective or maybe an adverb. Do you know adjective or do you know the example for adjective and adverb? Yes, you remember or not? I bet you remember what is adjective and adverb. So let me share or let me show you what is the adjective and adverb example. So you can also use for compliment. You want to say that the person is tired. So you can use tired. Or maybe you want to describe the person is tall. You want to describe this woman is beautiful. You want to say that he is clever. Or even you want to say that the animal walks slowly. Or you want to say that this person quiet or quietly. Please sit quietly if you want to give an order to the person. So this is an example for adjective and also adverb for complement. So what do you think? Suf, see. We have discovered three. Another three, then we good to go to the question. So let us see. What is O? O means object, which is the receiver of the action. You might be wondering what is the meaning for the receiver of the action. Do you have that question in your mind? Yes? Okay. So let us see what's the meaning for the receiver of the action. So the meaning means any kind of object that you can see in the picture or maybe in front of you, for example, grass, or maybe you want to tell about the person car, or you want to say about a magazine, you saw the person reading a magazine, or maybe you want to say their dinner, they're eating their eat dinner. Dinner is an object, of course, because it's food. Or you want to say that he is holding a phone. You see the person is holding a phone. Or maybe you see the person is playing a phone while driving the car. So you can also say a phone, a table, a chair, or a clock, any kind of object. Okay, as long as the thing you want to say is object, so you can use for object, the receiver of the action. So we have done four. Two to go. SUV, SUVCO. Four then. SUVCO. Two more, which is P and T. Place and time. So let's see the example for place. So for place, which is we need to use the preposition plus where the action happened. So do you really understand what's the meaning for preposition plus where the action happened? Okay. Before you want to say where the action everything happened, you need to put a preposition first. Do you still remember what is the example for preposition? Do you still remember? Can you give me the example preposition in this comment section? Can I see whether you can remember or do you remember what is preposition? I bet all of you have learned it before. What is preposition? Just try and guess what's the meaning for preposition. Is it a place or is it noun? Is it what is the preposition? How can we use preposition for place? What is the example? And what do we need to do with the preposition and why do we need to put the preposition before we want to say where the action happened, which is we want to describe about the place. I might be wondering why. Or can you give me examples so I can think why? Example of preposition, any kind of preposition that you can remember. Okay. So maybe you kind of forget, oh my god, what is preposition? I forget teacher. Oh no. So I will show you what is preposition. I will show you two examples for preposition. But there's a lot of preposition. But today I will choose two only, which is the first one in and also on. Okay. So based on my slide, you can see there is two picture, which is in and on, and there is a cute mouse for these two picture. Okay. Let us see for in first. You can see the little mouse is inside the phone box, the telephone box. So if you want to use in, means the person or maybe the things is inside of something. For example, you want to say the mouse is in the telephone box. Means the mouse is inside the telephone box. For example, I want to say my finger and I put it in here. So it means my finger is in my hand. So that is for in. But for on, you can see on your right, the mouse is standing on a chair. Here you can see the mouse and also the chair. So how do you want to use on? Okay. If you have see the picture, the mouse is on the chair, means the mouse is up and the chair is under the mouse. So you can see the mouse is on the chair, or maybe if I'm to say my finger, I put my finger and my hand, so I can say my finger is on my hand because my finger is upside my hand. Okay, so that is on. So for preposition, we have in and on for today. So plus where the action happened. So for example, I want to say the place is in my kitchen. So I want to say that I saw a mouse on the chair in my kitchen just now. Okay, I use the preposition on and I give the places. Where is the action happen? Where do I see the mouse? In the kitchen. So that's meaning for place. Remember to put the preposition first, then you put where the action happened. Anywhere, maybe in your dining room, in your living room, your bathroom, your bedroom, your garden, your school. So that is place. What about the last one, which is time? When the action happened. Obviously, time is when the action did happen. Or maybe do you see in the picture, you see the picture or you can guess. Oh, I know this picture and when the thing is happening. Or maybe you want to make a story essay. You can say it's happened yesterday, tomorrow, or you want to say it's happened last few weeks ago. So that's the meaning for time. Yesterday, today, last night, now. So for yesterday and last night, if you want to write an essay or a sentence in past tense, remember past tense only, then you can use last night, yesterday, few weeks ago. Okay? But if you want to write a sentence or an essay in simple present, you need to use today, now, at what o'clock. Maybe you want to say, I eat my breakfast at 8 o'clock. Okay? So it's kind of different if you want to use the timing in past tense and also simple present. Okay, so we have done the self-caught formula and the meaning and the example I showed you just now. So let us practice in the question. So let us see the first place. The first picture, what is that? Okay, this is a picture from Cat ASK. Can you describe the giraffe? You can see the picture that I show you is a giraffe. So can you describe about the giraffe? Write a simple sentence to describe about the giraffe. Can you do that? Can you give in the comment? Simple sentence for giraffe. Okay. For me, maybe I want to say that the giraffe is very tall. Okay, of course, the giraffe is very tall, especially the neck. Or maybe you want to say the giraffe is eating a grass or maybe a leaf. How do you want to describe about the giraffe? Maybe you want to say that the giraffe live in the zoo. Yes, we can say that because obviously we can see the giraffe in the zoo. Okay, many zoo have a giraffe in there. Or maybe you want to say it's in the jungle or maybe a certain place that you know where there is a giraffe. Okay, so you can also use adjective, adverb. Remember compliment that I told you just now? Yes, you can use that for describing the giraffe. Okay, so let us look at the first situation. What can you see from this picture? Take a look at this picture, the whole picture. What can you see from the picture? Do you see a cat? Or maybe do you see a man? What can you see from this whole picture? For me, I see there's two firemen. I can see there's three boys. And I can see there's a fire truck. And there is also a fire there inside the building. Can you see that? And a broken glass, or maybe you can say a broken window. Yes. So you need to look to the picture carefully before you want to write the sentence so that you can describe the whole situation. Let us see how to use subcop for this. So the first one, su. Do you still remember what is su? Which is subject. So for subject in this picture, I choose the man that is holding the basket. Okay, so I say I. Okay, maybe the situation, I say that I'm the one that holding that. So I use subject I. You can also use a proper noun, which is you want to give a name. Whether it's you want to say the subject is Ali, Ahmad. Okay, of course you need to use boy or man's name because you can see in this picture there's no girl or no woman here. So you can see he, you can use I, you can use Ahmad, give a name for this boy or maybe a man. So what about the verb? Okay. What do you think he is doing for the verb? For the verb, what is the suitable verb that we can use? Do we use is or do we use are? Do we use was or were or am? Can you think what is the suitable verb that I can use from this picture? I'm testing you. So, okay, for verb, I didn't use anything. Okay, I just put a dash. So there is no verb here. I'm not using any verb. So what about after soup? We have we have C, which is complement. So what kind of complement or maybe adjective or adverb that we can use in this picture? Can you think the adjective or maybe the adverb that we can use? The complement. What is the suitable complement for this picture? I might wondering, do you know the suitable complement for this one? Do you have any idea? Yes or no? Let me think. The complement for this one, I think I want to say quickly. So the subject I, the complement is quickly. I quickly. And then after complement we have sooth and then C and O, which is object. Okay, soup cup. Remember the formula soup cup. Okay, so we see what is O, which is object. Okay, can you see what is he's holding? What can we put for the object? Can you think, or maybe you can give in the comment, what can we put for the object? Is it we can put the place, or maybe we can put the name? So here, for the object, I say take a bucket of water. Here you can see the man or the boy is holding a bucket of water. So I'm describing I quickly means fast take a bucket of water. Okay, you can see there is a fire inside the building. Of course, you need to do the work or take the bucket of water quickly because you want to shut down the fire. So the object for this picture, take a bucket of water. The object is bucket of water. What about the place? Can you see where is this thing? Where is the situation happens? Is it in the building or maybe outside the building? So for place, I say near the building. So I quickly take a bucket of water near the building. So the bucket of water maybe have near the building. Okay, so I take it with my friends and then go to the building that is on fire and shut down the fire. So what about the time? Do you know the situation happened? Is it at night or is it in the afternoon? Or maybe it can be in the morning. But here I don't put anything for time. So simply I just say for the situation for the boy or the man I see, I quickly take a bucket of water near the building. Okay. So I use su, C, O, and also P. I use for from the formula. You can use all or maybe you can use half of it. Depends on the picture or maybe depends on the situation that you see. So what about the second situation? What can you see from this picture? I can see there's water. Is it in the river? I can see there's 4 boys and one is wearing a cap, a yellow cap. I can see a fire, small fire with some small smoke. What do you think they are doing? So the 2 boys is fishing and the other 2 boys is trying to put up the fire. Maybe they're having a camping. Might possible having a camping. So, subject. Okay, which picture you want to choose? You can choose any picture or any situation you want to choose. But for me, subject, I say the boys. I choose there's 2 boys that trying to put fire, okay, at the back. Okay, you can see there's 2 boys. One is holding the stick and one is seeing the stick. I don't know what he's seeing. Okay, so I choose that 2 boys. So I didn't put the name. I just say the boys, okay, which is 2 boys. For verb, I say, of course, are. Okay, I want to make a sentence in simple present. Okay, I don't want to make a sentence in past tense, so I use are, which is simple present is are. So because there's 2 boys, so of course we cannot use is. Is only for singular, so it means we need to use plural, which is are. So I use Suf, the boys are. C, compliment. What can I use for compliment? Can I say quickly, fastly, excitedly, happily? Okay, let's see what did I put for compliment. I put excitedly. I can see the boys are excitedly. I have used Su, V, and also C. So I say the boys are excitedly. What about the object? What can you see the object? Is there any fish, or maybe is there any stick or rock? Okay, so for object, I say that light up the fire. Okay, so you can see the two boys are holding, one is holding a stick and one is looking at the sticks. So basically, they are trying to light up the fire, for maybe they want to cook the fish that the other two boys trying to catch. So they work on a team. So two boys catching a fish and two boys is trying to light up the fire so they can cook later. So we have Yusuf and Ko. I say the boys are excitedly light up the fire. Okay. What about place? Can you see where is the situation is happening? Is it in the beach, or is it in, or maybe in the house? Okay, clearly you can see, or maybe you can know, if you go to camping, of course, you're fishing or you go to the river. So I say for the place near the river because I can see there's water. So I say that they light up the fire near to the river. So we have Yusuf Kop. Last one is time. What do you think the time is? Is it in the afternoon, evening, night? Possibly not night because I cannot see the dark sky. So maybe it's in the morning or maybe it's in the evening. So I say it's in the afternoon. For time, I say the situation happened in afternoon. So we have used all the formula, 6 formula, Suf Kop. I use everything. So I say in this picture about two boys at the back, I say that the boys are excitedly light up the fire near the river in the afternoon. See, you can, from the simple sentence, you can generate or you can expand more when you use Sufkop, so your sentence will be correct and also you will get a little bit marks for using Sufkop because you describe further about the situation. So, what do you think? Do you think it's easy? Do you find it's easy for you using after using a Sufkop? Yes? Okay, I'll stop share first. So, basically, we have to do a revision for the formula Sufkop. So, what do you think? Is it easier for you? And I'm very, very hopefully that it is very, very useful for all of you that wants to generate or construct correct sentences in your essay or maybe in your examination paper. So, while you're using the Sufkop, it's going to help you or it's going to help your friends doing a simple sentence, but you will get an extra mark for that. So I hope it's very useful for you. And thank you for all of you watching. Thank you everyone. Bye. Assalamualaikum. Thank you.
Kami turun padang, semua dungu berpenunggu. Kami inspirasi sebab itu mereka tiru. Guru kami lain, kualiti nombor 1. Bukan macam tempat tu, asal ke tempat penuh beribu holistik. Ya dulu kami seorang pakai, lepas kami pakai bersih pas semua nak pakai. Kualiti kelas pertama, yuran kami tak masuk akal. Mari join sekali, pasti suka kami tak sangkal. Hey up, listen up. Wanna be a success student, remember about adab. Remember inside kita, remember about you study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up. Hey up, listen up. Wanna be a success student, remember about adab. Remember inside kita, remember about you study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up.
Yang aku sebut. Silakan.
10 sebab Seronok seronok sebab cikgu bagi step by step, saya boleh faham.
Silakan.
Saya boleh bagi rate 10/10 lah. Okay. Ni bukan sebagai apa, ni bukan pasangan.
We trust to help me level up. Cheer up, Lahazon, we believe our grade will be increased. Stand up with a holistic approach. We sure they are great coach. Chill up, do the best, be the best, who the best, we're the best. Hey up, listen up. Wanna be such a student, remember about adab, remember Say kitab, remember about your study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up. Hey up, listen up. Wanna be such a student, remember about adab, remember Say kitab, remember about your study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up.
Mereka dapat terangkan tajuk yang sukar untuk dipelajari oleh pelajar-pelajar. Terang sampai dapat. Itulah yang paling bagus di dalam exam ni.
Lahazon terbaik.